I'd only been in Paris for a week, but already I'd fallen in love with the city. My latest discovery was a little cafe, La Chandelle Verte. I was pretty sure the waitress was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess. Little did I know my reverie was about to be so rudely interrupted. As I picked myself up, I was really angry. One minute I'm on vacation, the next minute some clown's blown me up. I knew right away what I was going to do. I was going to find that clown and bring him to justice. Because justice matters. Justice is up there with liberty, and equality, and, fraternity. After all, that's why I'd studied law, wasn't it? Well, that and the money, of course.
Hej, tutaj Krzywa, to już trzeci odcinek z serii Broken Sword, Shadow of Templars Director's Cut. I tym odcinkiem zaczęliśmy tak naprawdę, tak by się zaczyna normalna część Broken Sword, Shadow of Templars. Wstawką od George'a, restauracją, panem w płaszczu. Teraz grając w tą wersję i w dwóch poprzednich odcinkach poznaliśmy trochę odpowiedzi, nie sądzicie? Jako George. George Stobart jest Amerykaninem, który przyjechał do Paryża na urlop. O, tego nie było wcześniej, w sensie brał gazetę i tylko mówił. Assassin brutal de Pierre.
The big story was about the brutal murder of a French media magnate, shot down in cold blood. The guy oozed confidence, like a regular French statesman.
A, znam też tego pana i też go poznacie. Profesora
The leading
Ostłowa.
article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read, Salah Eddin, 1345. The column was devoted exclusively to rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. The column was devoted...
Nie.
The big story was... The guy who...
Dobrze. I tak się zaczynało, więc teoretycznie powinniśmy teraz wejść do
I
baru.
considered straightening.
Tfu, kawiarni. Co mi z tym jest?
I examined the
Plant nie żyje, czyli pan w szarym płaszczu, tak? Wiesz, normalnie nie wiedzieliśmy, kto to jest.
sight of the dead guy's staring
Później
eyes
się o tym dowiadaliśmy
turned
w
my
pierwszej
knees to
części
jelly.
Broken
I
Sworda.
tried not to meet his stare as I searched the dead
Ale
man's
teraz
pockets.
już wiemy.
No wallet,
grając
no
Niko,
papers,
kto
no
to był.
credit cards.
A
The
teraz
guy's
się
past
dowiecie,
was a
czemu
blank
zginął
page.
w następnych odcinkach. Więc naprawdę zaczyna się robić ciekawie.
I hope the fact that the mirror was already broken meant I'd escaped the bad luck. I needed a stiff
Miłe
drink,
piwko.
but I hated the taste of brandy.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink?
Chcieli ją.
No, don't tell me.
Normalnie
What is
rusza
your name,
ustami.
Shelley?
George Stobart,
George Stobart,
man. You
no.
look like you could use a little help.
Zaraz
Could
wpadnie
use
tu
a
ogólnie
little
policja,
drink.
ZMU i tak dalej.
Sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax
Yeah.
and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't say. What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
Yes, I
Nie.
am. I studied
Złych
under
zagrajmy.
Dr. Benton.
Who is he?
Only one of the most brilliant medical minds on this planet. He taught me everything I know about medicine. Can you remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
Dałem jej brandy, zawsze jej dawałem brandy.
Is that
Policja się
straight or with
wściekawa.
ice?
Just give me the bottle with a cheat on it.
I guess a little drop won't hurt.
Potem się policja wścieka, że pije. Ale lubię wkurzać mu i inspektora Nawala, nie?
That's better.
She knocked back the brandy as if it was water. I was glad I wasn't picking up the check.
No i odpadła.
Hey, wake up! She didn't respond.
Coś możemy zrobić z ciałem?
I checked his pockets. Nothing.
Nie, wszystko miał w walizce. Wyjdziemy i teraz nas mu złapie. A nie. Chodźmy tam, gdzie poszedł klaun. Mu będzie potem, tam gdzie koleś wali kilofem.
The clown had fled into this
Tu
alley.
kot zaraz wyleci
No
chyba.
sign of him now.
Lubię tą muzykę. Zaraz dostaniemy najlepszą rzecz, która jest przydatna przez pół gry oraz by się przydała w każdej następnej.
I guess the
Kluczy
clown
do
hadn't escaped
otwierania
over the rooftops.
kanalizacji. Czyli nie zaraz, bo tamtego kolesia dopiero.
It smelled like someone had dumped a
Zawiesiła
truckload.
się animacja. I tym kluczem wszystko będzie można zrobić. Otwierać nie tylko studnia. A, jest kotek, o którym mówiłem. Otwierać studnie, właśnie, kręcić zamkami, no wszystko. Zobaczycie zresztą, jak tego nie znacie.
The cover. There was nothing of interest.
Jeśli jak myślicie, się nasz bombowiec wyszedł w kanały. O, i tu spotkamy Mu, którego znacie z 5. części między innymi.
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
Whoa! Don't shoot!
A przez to, że są ci sami aktorzy dubbingujący głos w pierwszej, drugiej, trzeciej, czwartej i teraz 5. części.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant,
Przestał
the
kopać
café
kilofem.
marche.
No. A tego inspektora też ma ciekawą przeszłość i przyszłość. Zobaczycie też zresztą.
This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
Aha.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is
No
quite
tego
dead.
Mu jest tylko sierżantem. I za to
Examine the
sympatycznym.
girl and take her statement, if you can. Et maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George
Stobart.
Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so. Apart from the bomb blast.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting
Zewnątrz.
out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Tak.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Tak, był.
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
Nie.
No, he was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Klauna.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was
No jest
carrying an
powiązany nasz
accordion.
inspektor z
An
Polakiem.
accordion? Bon. The
Można
picture
tak
is
powiedzieć.
forming in
w
my
pewnym
mind,
słowie.
and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live if she survives the hangover. She says the American claimed to be a doctor. He forced her to drink the brandy.
I can explain everything.
Can you, monsieur?
Almost
Oh, tak.
everything.
She doesn't remember seeing a clown, monsieur.
That's odd, don't you think, monsieur? Who am I to
No.
believe, I wonder? Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
Ona jest pijana,
I am
więc nie może.
satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. Enjoy your vacation, Dr. Stobart.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My
Na
card.
wizytówkę. Tak, nasz pamiętam.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Ech, o jest Niko. Teraz nam zaraz zrobi wywiad. A George ma swoje notatki, tak? Tak. Mamy gazetę w świnku, mamy. Musimy dać ją tamtemu kolesiowi. No Niko, nie chcę iść tam. Chcę
Excuse me,
porozmawiać z Niko.
mademoiselle?
Hi. My name's George Stobart.
Oh,
Tak się
an
poznali,
American by
nasi
the sound of it.
kochankowie.
Yep, that's right. On
Czy jeszcze nie
vacation in Paris.
kochankowie. Ups,
Some
za dużo
vacation,
mówię,
huh?
przepraszam.
You were here when the bomb
Nie będę
went
wybiegać tak za bardzo
Sure
w
was.
przyszłość.
Sat right out in front of the cafe.
A po prostu stara gra 98 roku, to większość was powinna znać. Chociaż wątpię.
Couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What is that, some kind of nightclub?
Oh, no, it's a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. An eyewitness account, minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know,
Ach, nasz
real-life
George.
drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Aha,
A clown. It's him again.
no właśnie.
Have you met the clown before?
Mima.
A long story.
Właśnie.
I have plenty of
I to
time.
właśnie było
I
wcześniej.
don't.
Do you
To
know a
mnie nie
police
grało.
officer called
Po raz
Rosso?
innych wątków, które się już wyjaśniły,
I'll
oraz może się
have a
wyjaśnią,
natural
nie?
crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic powers.
That guy is weird.
Yeah. Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantard. I didn't know
Plantard,
him, but he
przepraszam,
called
nie
me
Palant,
last
tylko
night.
Plantard.
He said he had a
Palant
story
był
which would
w
interest me.
serial
He asked me to meet him at the
Kości.
cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Well, not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation. Why won't you tell me about the clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number.
Ach, mamy już numer.
You help me
Pierwsza
with my
rozmowa, mamy
story
numer
and I'll let you in
dziewczyny.
on what I
Zagadka,
know.
nie?
And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Aha.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. I'll be on phone with you.
Fine. I'll see you soon.
Wiesz, już musimy iść do pana, który robi se podjazd? Nie. Czyli robi coś. Nie sobie. On tu nie mieszka. Ale właściciela tego domu tutaj też poznamy.
Hey, you!
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah! I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
O
Did you
klaunie.
see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I
Tylko
love the
przycięła animację
circus,
tutaj tego
especially
okienka
the
do
horses.
tego nie
You
było
haven't answered
normalnie.
my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Did you see an old guy with
No
a
właśnie,
briefcase?
też nie widziałem.
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he
A,
said
tego
to
widziałem.
me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Can't beat. I could have knocked his block off.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantard.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
No.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only
Załamał
I'd
się.
been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse, they really bring... Listen, I have to find
Mówmy
that
jeszcze raz o
clown.
tym klaunie.
He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No,
Yeah.
of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
No, but you act like one, sticking your nose in where it's not wanted. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
I wondered what that bang was. Any bodies?
Yeah, an old man was killed.
Merde. I didn't think it was that serious. What about the waitress?
Chyba lubi
Oh,
kelnerkę.
she's fine.
Thank the saints.
I gotta go.
Don't let me...
Weźmy klucz.
Hey, stop that! What do you think?
I was admiring your tool.
Oh, wait. Had a good look. I'm warning you.
Okay, I get you.
Dajmy mu gazety do czytania.
Hi, can you spare a few minutes?
What do you want now?
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
No.
Bah! Look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Tcha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus
Lubię
reborn, mon
wyścigi
ami.
konne.
Like a streak of lightning she is.
No, co poczytał gazetkę, to możemy już wziąć klucz chyba, bo sobie
Do
pójdzie
me a
gdzieś.
favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What
A,
about your
konia idzie
toolbox?
postawić.
Stuff it. Help yourself.
Może to obstawić koniki. Może jego szef się tu nie zjawi, jak tu rury chyba kładą.
I'd found just what I wanted. A tool for...
Mamy telefon. Nie, ma co dzwonić. Tutaj zapukamy, ale to raczej nam nic nie da.
Set into the huge... The door was secure.
Chodźmy zatem tam, gdzie nie mogliśmy wejść, ale pomówmy jeszcze z inspektorem, z sierżantem mu.
Sergeant Moo?
Ah, Monsieur Stobart.
Słuchać,
yes,
które
sir?
teksty są
That's
stare, które
correct.
nowe,
You
prawda?
remember me?
The retention of such
So,
data
inaczej
is
brzmiał.
part of my duty as a gendarme. That is our crime.
Yes, sure. What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say. Once he gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
Oho.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
Dobrze.
I
Co
know
jeszcze?
the identity of the dead guy. His
Oh.
name was Plantau.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
Nie.
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
See you later, Sergeant.
Tobat. Jak on to mówi? Mamy klucz. Pierwsze użycie wspaniałego przyrządu. Narzędzia. Tak,
I
wszystko chowa
lifted
w
the cover
kurtce.
to reveal what smelled
Się
like
zawsze
the
stan
entrance
sam
to a
rzecz z tego
sewer.
śmieje. Teraz jak ma tego Trevora w 5. części, tak? No nie mogę się doczekać tego epizodu 2. Mam nadzieję, że wy też. Nos klauna. Tak, w jedynce dużo się chodzi po ściekach.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was...
Strzępek ubrania czy chusteczka? Nie, chusteczka tu będzie ubrania.
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Tak, mamu śmierdzi sobie przytykał do nosa. Strzępek
I
ubrania.
took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
Kawałek spodni, które były bardzo szerokie.
It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers. It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
Jest nasz pan,
Hi
który
there.
otwierał.
Hold it right there, you sewer rat.
Aha.
I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
A, bo tu też
What are you
uciekał.
talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there immediately.
That's what I'm trying to
Taki
do. Give me your
wygląd ma
hand.
jak ten. O, nie.
Ha!
Jak
you
to,
won't catch
no.
me with tricks like that.
Cesarz... Józef,
Keep
tak?
your
Franciszek
distance,
Józef.
Okay, okay.
Now, what
Jego
were you
wizerunek jest na
looking for?
butelce żywca zdrój w ogóle. A, pomówmy o klaunie.
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe?
Że nie słyszą?
Blown up? Mon Dieu, that is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
No.
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu. Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are
Yes,
one
sir.
and the
Tak.
same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you are doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Aha.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
He.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an
No
attraction.
właśnie. A, co my tu pomówmy?
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type, just like you.
O, kelnerce.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor
Wszyscy ją
girl
chłopy
like
lubią.
her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you say.
He.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Tak,
Bravo!
obietnica.
Ah, you need some
I dobrze
special
mówi, że
boots.
będzie biegać po
You
kanałach.
won't get
O
by
tak,
with
bardzo
those
dobrze.
stupid sneakers.
Dowiecie się czemu.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
Pokażę mu legitkę
Perhaps
inspektora.
you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspecteur Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a
Uh-huh.
tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur.
Aha, już
You
nas
know,
polubi.
I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture,
Ładny garbusek.
your poise. Oh yes, there is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man.
Dziwnego, że
I
mamy
should
amerykański
know. I
akcent.
was in the army, you know. When I
Wyglądam
was
jak
your
Francuz, nie znamy
age, I
francuskiego, ale
was
nazywam się po
fighting
francusku.
for
Pracujemy
my
na policji, nie?
life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
O nosku.
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha, that looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
to put you off the scent.
Tego chyba
What
nie
does this
chciał.
tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's
Disgusting.
disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has emptied their nostrils into it.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
No. To już
This is
trochę
what
no.
I used to open the manhole cover.
I have one just the same as that, monsieur. I will fetch it if you like.
No, don't bother.
Oh, it is no bother, monsieur.
Nah, forget it.
Just trying to be helpful, monsieur.
Omówmy zatem o
Tell
klaunie.
me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no! He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
Hmm.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer
Gdzie
the
byśmy
question,
chcieli, nie?
please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 6, 7
Dużo
months.
się od niego dowiadujemy,
I
prawda?
look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
O nie.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know, but the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Nie mów o kamizelce.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair.
Oh.
A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Aha. Niech napada.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck.
Hmm.
Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
O nie.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
No dawaj.
What was the name on the label?
It was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I
Okej.
don't expect you to remember a phone number.
7490.
You're kidding. That's his phone.
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
So the clown had escaped into the sewer, come up into the courtyard, and then slipped...